Something that is very difficult to do when it comes to the NFL is predictions. Predictions are almost impossible. If you're able to nail anything when it comes to these, then shout out to you, but it is very hard to do, and today we are going to be doing that once again, but we are going to try to do it with every team's division winner. But before we do that, if you guys are new to the channel and end up enjoying today's video or similar content like this, consider hitting that subscribe button. We are so close to 6,000, so if you could just press that subscribe button, help me hit that goal, it would be much appreciated. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it and take a look at all of the divisions if you guys don't already know what they are. So as you guys know, there is the AFC and there is the NFC. Two different conferences, and we are going to start off with the AFC real quick. And I think the first division we're going to do it with is going to be the AFC North. This is probably the hardest division to honestly predict. Because looking at it, we got the... No, I did the wrong thing. We're looking at the Cincinnati Bengals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, we're looking at the Ravens, and the Browns. I think out of these teams, there are three that catch your eye in particular. That is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals, the Browns, and the Ravens. On paper, it seems like the Ravens are going to take it because they are just the most complete team. But the thing is, they're kind of like the Cincinnati Bengals. They need to be healthy. The Ravens have one of the best defenses. They just signed Eddie Jackson, who is going to make plays for them. The Bengals have one of the best quarterbacks in the league in Joe Burrow, and they have weapons on offense out of the world. They have Mike Gesicki, who is going to be playing their slot receiver. They have T. Higgins. They also have Jamar Chase. They lost Joe Mixon, but I'm not too worried about that, and I think the Bengals are going to be insane. But then you have that dark horse team in the Pittsburgh Steelers, who I think are going to be very underrated. Just signed Russell Wilson. Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. And then the Browns are the Browns. I mean, they're going to have Nick Chubb fully back and healthy. If Deshaun Watson can get back to that form that he was a couple years ago with Houston, they are going to be interesting. And they have a good defense too. Like, this is just a tough division. And I kind of want to cop out and just say that the Ravens are going to win it, but I think it's going to be very close. All of these teams could be really decent, and I'm going to rock with the Ravens. I don't want to go in order of everything. This is going to be impossible to predict. It is division winners. I'm rocking Baltimore here. Then for the next division, we are going to be talking about the AFC East right here. And this is also very tough because the New York Jets went out and signed a bunch of people. Tyron Smith, Mike Williams, just a lot of people who are very good at football. But the thing is, they don't know how to stay healthy. So if they could stay healthy, then who knows? This team could be fantastic. That is a big question mark for me. I think they're going to be very good with Aaron Rodgers, who's able to take a backseat with Breece Hall a little bit. I think he's going to be fantastic at running back, but just... I don't know. I'm not feeling the health thing, man. Like, I think New York is a 9-win football team, but I just don't think they're going to stay healthy. The Patriots... I think they're going to go through the rebuild for real. This is a 5-6 win team right here. And then the Bills and the Dolphins is kind of where it comes down to. Because the Bills, you know, one of those teams that kind of had to gut their roster due to cap space. The defense isn't the same. Still have one of the best quarterbacks, but I'm not sure. Lost Diggs. And then there's Miami, man. Miami. One of the most interesting football teams. I don't know how I'm feeling. I really don't. Like, I know they are explosive. They are fantastic offensively, but I just don't believe in Tua like that. I kind of want to give it to the best quarterback right now, and that's Josh Allen. Like, I really do, but New York is interesting. But I'm going to rock Buffalo here. They are going to be my pick. They are the division winner of the AFC East. Let me know. I don't know. Let me know how you guys are feeling about that pick. This division could go anywhere just like the last one. And we are going to move over to the AFC West, where I think there is a clear answer here. I think all other three teams are going to struggle besides Kansas City. Denver just lost Russell Wilson. They kind of embraced the rebuild. Their defense is solid. The Chargers kind of did the same thing. Had to gut their roster, lost their two best receivers. Defense isn't the same. They're just not going to be the same football team. The Raiders are the Raiders. They got talent, no quarterback that I believe in, which means Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes gonna take the cake. If they stay healthy, it's not gonna be a close division whatsoever. There's three poverty teams potentially. Justin Herbert, fantastic quarterback, but outside of that, I don't believe in this division whatsoever. It's just run away with Kansas City. They're taking it, no questions asked. Then we move over to the last final division in the AFC. That is going to be the AFC South, where you have the Jaguars, Texans, Colts, and the Titans. Another hard division to predict. I think I'm going to go a wild card here, and let me go ahead and explain. I like the Colts. I think they could have a chance at making the playoffs, think the Jaguars are really good, and then the Texans, you know, they are kind of like the most obvious team on paper. Oh boy, but for some reason, I am getting the itch to pick Jacksonville. Their throwbacks are fire. That has nothing to do with their on the play, but I just believe in Trevor Lawrence. When he was healthy in the beginning of the season, he was great. I know they lost Calvin Ridley and the Texans upped, and the Colts are getting their quarterback back as well in Anthony Richardson, but for some reason, I am inclined to pick Jacksonville. With a fully healthy Trevor Lawrence, hopefully, I am bought into them winning 10 plus games and winning the division. The Texans, obviously the most obvious answer. Like, how could you be so stupid and not picking them? It's in your head. Just the easiest pick. They got Danielle Hunter. The defense is up. The offense is up with Stephon Diggs. Like, how could they not be the pick after what they did last year? I get it. But I am going to pick Jacksonville. Call me crazy. It is what it is. I don't care. They are my last division winner in the AFC, and there it is. I'm probably going to get flamed for that. Don't really care. I don't. That's just it. It is what it is, man. In the NFL, unpredictable things happen, and that is going to be my kind of big question mark thing right there. The big thing that is controversial. If you're a Texans fan and you're seeing this, go ahead and leave the comment. I know it's coming. But here we go. Here is the first NFC division. It is going to be the NFC East. And I think there's kind of a clear answer. No division winner has repeated in the last, like, what, 15 years? I'm going Philadelphia. Dallas, I don't believe in this year. I think the Commanders honestly have a chance at being better than Dallas. Call me crazy. Dallas is literally rotated through their running backs. Ezekiel Elliott's back. CeeDee Lamb, fantastic. I don't believe in Dak. The defense is whatever. I think they're very solid. They're top 10, top 12, but at the same time, their corners are kind of burnt toast. They can get picks, but they give up a ton of yards. Don't believe in them. And then the Giants just lost their best running back and probably best player, arguably. I don't really think it's close. And then Daniel Jones is your quarterback. I think Philadelphia takes it. They're fantastic at retooling. They just did that once again, and I just don't believe in any other team. Washington is a sleeper, but Dallas, I don't have faith in them whatsoever. Philadelphia, you're taking it. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the NFC West, where it is again very interesting. You got the Cardinals, Rams, and Seahawks, who could all have very interesting seasons. I think their floor is like 6 wins, 5 wins, but their ceiling, all 3 of them, are realistically like 9 to 10. Any of those teams could shock you. I don't know how any of those teams are going to play out. There's a lot of factors, like the Rams lost Aaron Donald, Seahawks, they have Geno Smith, and they got a new head coach. Cardinals finally getting everybody healthy. They could underperform, overperform. And then the 49ers, just kind of the 49ers. You know, I think they're the clear division winner here. I think their floor is 11, 10 wins, but they could easily get up to 13 if they really wanted to, if everything goes right and everybody stays healthy and Brandon Ayuk finally buys in, kind of realizes he's not getting that contract with San Fran. Or maybe they ship out Debo like we've heard. I don't know how realistic that is, but Brandon Ayuk, I just can't see him getting paid. They don't really have the money to do that right now. They don't have the flexibility to actually hand him the $28-30 million that he wants. So if Ayuk is willing to play out for like whatever it is, $14 million, then this team is going to be dangerous, but I think they're going to take it regardless, and they're just the division winner. But the other 3 teams are very interesting as well. Keep your eye out for them. Don't know how they're going to perform. Then we're going to go ahead and move on to the NFC South, where it is very interesting for me because the Falcons, a lot of people think that they're just going to take the cake this year. Tampa Bay made the playoffs last year. And then the Saints are kind of just a wild card here. I really think so. I would put money that they're going to win. I don't believe in Derek Carr, but I think this team can get 9 to 10 wins. I believe in their defense and weapons more than I do Derek Carr. I think he could win you a couple games or at least manage it. I talked about this in another video, but I kind of believe in the Saints this year. I know the Falcons kind of re-upped, got Kirk Cousins, and their weapons are there, and everyone just expects them to take off, but I just think they're an 8-win team, and New Orleans is going to take it. I know I didn't talk about Carolina, but there's a reason for that. Don't believe in them at all. I think they are leveling up and raising the floor. I see what they're doing, but again, if Carolina wins 5-6 games, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think the Saints take the cake here. Then for the final division, we are going to move to the NFC North. This is kind of like the AFC East. Or sorry, I mean the AFC North, because it's just loaded. Like, you don't know how any of these teams are going to do. I think the Vikings are the clear worst team. Then you got the heavy hitters. Like, the Packers could be really good. The Lions could be really good. The Bears could shock a lot of people and be really good. I'm going to say this not confidently at all, kind of uncertain, but I'm gonna say the Green Bay Packers actually take this. And I know the Lions were so close to making the Super Bowl last year, but I just believe in Jordan Love. Like, he kind of got it going in that second half of the season, kind of dogged in the playoffs, and I just see a confidence from that kid that isn't really replicated by anybody else. I know the Lions kind of re-upped. I believe in them too. I think they're going to be in the playoffs for sure. But The Packers are just another level, man. I know they just got Josh Jacobs too, lost Aaron Jones, kind of swapped it out. I know Aaron Jones was really good for Green Bay and you guys are going to miss him. But this team is insane with more chemistry and more time together. I think Jordan Love is kind of figuring it out and he's kind of coming into his own. Jared Goff is kind of a question mark. He's had great seasons in Detroit, but is he going to keep it up? I'm not sure. I think he will be playing very decent football. And then Caleb Williams is a rookie. I think the Chicago Bears win 8 or 9 games. I don't know if that's going to be enough to get him into the playoffs, but the division winner is going to be the Packers. And with that being said, that is going to wrap up today's video. Let me know how you guys are feeling about my predictions. Leave your guys down in the comment section below. If you guys did enjoy, consider hitting that subscribe button. I post Arizona Cardinals and NFL related content, so if you're a fan of either of those, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But like I said, that is all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. It's been your boy Mythic. Peace out.